Oh, the beam of light when the Jedi dies. So I don't want to go into the specifics about what that works with, but you know, it goes along with this idea that all of the Force in this game and all of the Force users in this game are amped to 11. That this is a way of telling a Star Wars story that isn't literally. You can't just slot it in like this to the Star Wars movies and have them be compatible, right? That the movie version of Starkiller isn't this over the top, or any of these characters isn't this over the top. You know what I mean? Like, so that release of Force energy that happens, calling out to the universe, as it will. You know, like that's, as it were, that is part of the tall tale version of this. It wasn't just, and the Jedi died. It was, the Jedi exploded in this release of Force energy. Well, that's, you know, in the movie version, that's the Jedi passing into the Force. But in our version, it's, again, it's all over the top, right? So if you were to be around the campfire, the Jedi didn't just die. The Jedi exploded outward with all of the light that was still inside them. You know what I mean? All of that. So this is what I'm talking about when people say, oh, Starkiller's overpowered. Like, Starkiller in the game is not how you would do him in live action. You would do him as a person that had great potential, for sure, but like you wouldn't literally make him able to do the things that he does in this game. You know? This is a tall tale. In terms of what really happened, you know, it's all open to interpretation. And, you know, and again, this isn't like stuff that, you know, I've like figured out since then. I'm like, no, this was the intention when we made this. This was, because George, when he okayed the concept, it was very clear of like, oh, doing the Force like that is perfect for a video game. That was George's response. You know, that's a great idea for a video game. You know, taking it to 11 and exaggerating the Force and telling it in this world where the Force is absolutely everywhere. Because even the Felucians are strong on the Force, and they can repel certain things that Starkiller does. Or the droids on Raxus Prime, they're animated by the Force. You know, so it's all over this game. The idea of the Force being unleashed. It's called the Force Unleashed. We called it that on purpose. You know, so that was the intention.